Either Jessica Jones, Odin, Craven, Morbius, Kitty Pryde, Beta Ray, Bill, Adam Warlock, Mystique, Sandman or Quicksilver could be coming to the game in the future. Issues from yesterday's problems rages on, and what's the deal with Groot's buff Rumour? Yes, welcome back everybody to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday. But now I just want to give thanks as well to those that support over on Patreon. Thank you very much to those that are signed up with the Patreon. YouTube members, thank you for supporting as well and keeping going. And I can confirm that the transactional revenue is going through from things like super chats and stuff like that, and the membership. So I guess that's good in some ways, but it's just the CPM kind of making a living from this. But yeah, in any case, thank you very much to people that support over on the other platform. Make sure that you do the renewal of that thing that is you know, that thing that ends with gaming that I can't say because apparently that may be part of invalid traffic because I'm mentioning another brand. Yay, isn't this fun? Don't I like waking up in the mornings to do this? It's great. But apart from living like an uneasy life about stepping on the wrong toes with recording content, isn't being a content creator fun? Do I recommend it? No, never do it. Never do it. But let's get into the news, shall we? Okay, the news kicks off with network connection problems. Still something that's been experienced as of yesterday. Players are coming to the forums to kind of post their concerns and issues. The fact is we've now got like, I would say 11 days. It must be 12 days before the next update. So that's not good. That's a long time to wait in order to get this stuff sorted for intermittent trouble. Yeah. As someone's saying here, Captain Marvel says if you don't have Android 10, then you may see decreased performance and crashing. This is according to Jeffrey from Kabam's support. Same thing with Marvel Realm Champions. You need Android 8 and above, which I'll be talking about in a video at some point over on Rich's Realm. Links in the description. As yes, it's always best to have it's not always the kind of like most easiest thing to say. You must have the top Android or kind of iOS operating systems to run the game. That's not great, but this is the problem, isn't it? Between developers want to advancing the game and older devices catching up. But I think this is a very different thing, especially from iPhone 7 Pluses having problems. But I don't know if that's been solved. More on that I can imagine will be in the future with this, but sorry, nothing positive to response on network connection issues. Next up, and if you want to get all the information about sizing, XL, large, medium, and small, I'm not talking about your clothing. That was going to be a terrible joke then that I was going to go into, but we'll just go with clothing. Yeah, so like XL, large, medium, small, all these kind of champions here. It's just handy information if you're doing certain content that requires a certain hashtag, and especially with variants having this kind of dynamic to it, it's important to get an idea and get a clue. Also, the same thing can be said for a 6-star Nexus Crystal. So currently these are the champions that can be as prizes for them, with Archangel being added and Rogue being added in December, and loads of other tasty champions. Red Guardian Leviosa, so sad I've never got him, but one day I'll get him, it's all good. Bishop there, the champion that people are still saying in the comment sections and me, but Bishop's good. It's like, yeah, I know he's good, but it's not. You're kind of like we want to see one size fits all and God tiers for M. She deserves it. She's a lovely lady, and she helps me when I'm sad. And sticking with bugs, or going back to bugs, we've got to talk about the help all button problem. So if yesterday we did a kind of a catch up on like the news stuff, where we kind of looked at post-emergency maintenance. What the heck is going down currently? Because there were things like the help all button. I've even had someone in my Discord talk about their being unable to put Alliance Wars champions into defense, and as well as setting up teams. It's very, very weird, but yeah, this is the situation a lot of players are experiencing. You can see quite clearly they're level 52, but they can't put any champions into the team. It's very, very weird. The problem is currently there. I'm just giving a little bit of a try now, and it seems like it's just come up. As soon as it reaches 960, you press the help button, and it will then kind of like bump you out. And then you have to like log back in again, which isn't ideal. I don't know when Kabam are going to deal with this. Like I'll just show you on screen right here. So press help all, and it just bumps me straight out. So it's like it's it's still there. It's not being kind of looked into. Just a quick check onto the forums to see what we're looking at from response. Looks like there's nothing. Even the last page, which I'm on at the moment, sees no response. I think a lot of this has been merged. So I know people have like put messages. Yeah, nothing in terms of response. Not seen anything from some of the Kabam devs or kind of like support team on this to say that it's going to be sorted out sooner rather than later. So, well, I'll have to wait. Maybe there'll be more of an update over the weekend. Maybe this is something that's going to be kind of waited until next week. Very difficult when people want to do help things for things like arena grinds and stuff like that. So be wary. It may bump you off when you least expect it. Okay, next up, let's look at this situation around Groot. The buff that was kind of, well, I don't know, blown out of proportion. I think I'll go blown out of proportion. Why not? So yeah, over on Twitter, Kabam John was putting this thing out, you know, next rework, who do you want to see? Lots of people responding with different ones. You know, I'd like to see King Groot made like super powerful because I've got a 6-star, and I'd like to kind of, you know, imagine that he gets buffed and he's really powerful and becomes my rank 3 6-star. Now I can't wait for a rank 3 6-star. I'm gonna have to get that done sooner rather than later. Okay, pretty confident it'll be one of the ones posted in the thread. That being said, who would you like to see? Would, oops, a little typo there. Done auto correct. So yeah, that gives everybody this kind of like, I don't know, flurry of thought on the matter of who they think is going to be the champion. With it being like, oh, you mean that means it's going to be Groot. So yeah, everybody started kind of like jumping to this conclusion that it's going to be Groot. And even though that would be a good thing to see for a lot of players that do have a Groot, it then became a point that Kabam devs had to step in and let everybody know that it's not going to be Groot. You know, in situations like this, I don't know who to trust, because like it's... You know, at the end of the day, I'm not really sure with this. Because Kabam Wiki is saying it's not Groot. And you're kind of thinking, really? Sometimes you're a bit kind of trollish with the community. Is it? Could it be? Look, I would always say these situations, grain of salt, wait until we get more announcements on it, especially with stuff like that. You know, that's, you know, what we're trying to do on the like community news, which I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is to like come to a point of going, look, what have we got here as evidence? Is it good enough to make an assumption on this? Is it logical to make can you make logical guesses? Is it facts? And those are the things to kind of like go off of. But that's why we go on to our next story, which is facts of the future. And yes, indeed, one of these facts of the future is with Jessica Jones, Odin, Craven, Morbius, Kitty Pryde, Beta Ray Bill, or Beta Ray Bill, depending on where you are in the world, Adam Warlock, Mystique, Sandman, Quicksilver. One of these is in development at Kabam. Yes, for Marvel Contest of Champions, this is really exciting stuff. Now, Jessica Jones is already technically in the game files and exists, but I think there's something of a backstory I want to look into as to the reasons as the quest got pulled and the character got pulled from release. So that's very interesting in the future. But Gabriel Frazero responds back to this, saying one of these is being developed as we speak, which is incredibly exciting. Of this list, put in the comment section, who would you like as a champion into the game from this? For me, it's a difficult one. There's too many decent ones there. Part of me wants Beta Ray Bill in order to stop this kind of like need for having Thor Stormbreaker, because then what you do is you actually get the golden Stormbreaker hammer, and then you get this character and then you expand the universe. But at the same time, having Odin kind of brings together a lot of Asgardians and creates an Asgardian synergy, the same way that you would have Apocalypse, same way that we've had Nick Fury for the Avengers, Beardo, the list goes on. But here's the thing. There could be some great options for like God tier with Adam Warlock. Mystique could have that changeling stuff. Personally, I think the last three here, I would be surprised to see Quicksilver, and the other two here, I would be more surprised to see, especially with Kabam saying that it's been difficult to develop those characters. Kitty Pryde would be a good addition as well. Craven the Hunter is a big fan favourite. Surprising that hasn't been made in the past. But Morbius definitely aligning to the potential release of the film. more than likely, but it just depends on how the kind of licensing works between Sony, Marvel, and that stuff. They have a pretty good relationship now, so I think that could be working out pretty well. So yes, pretty exciting stuff to come for me personally, just because I'm in Odin, and I like Thor, but more I like the past stuff. So Odin, Boar, you know, those kind of old kind of stuff. Yeah, just has to be Odin for me. But as I said, comment section, who do you want coming into the game? And now we move on to one of my favourite sections, which is Art Corner. So this was sent in by Avanash, who said that this is from a friend in Guyana who did this fantastic Chadwick Boseman and also did an absolutely amazing Storm. This is incredible. Now, I've really got to catch up with my Art Corner Discord, especially from featuring on MCOC News. But here's the thing, we have got this fantastic Guardians of the Galaxy done by Goots PH. And if there's any like Instagram links or stuff where you want to have something submitted, do put it into the Art Corner section of the Discord. Jonza does this fantastic pencil art of Doctor Doom. Travis Gordon is putting in some effort with some Infinity War / Endgame artwork. It looks incredible. Venom does some great pencil work here, especially putting together what seems to... I'm a bit worried because I'm thinking like Doom with what seems to be Infinity Gems. That would scare the living bejesus out of me. Airwalker looks great and the Galactus looks great as well. And finally, Swashbuckling Shark puts together some artwork that he's done, some Marvel stuff, some Man-Thing that looks really good. Also, there's another Man-Thing and there's also a Spider-Woman and Darkhawk art that looks just amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's a lot more art to cover in Art Corner, especially on the Discord, and I will make sure that next week we put in a lot more as well from that, and it should be a case I should be caught up with everything, so everything was fresh that's been posted in that section. But in any case, that has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday. I'm gonna go and deal with some stuff with this whole YouTube situation. Hopefully I get some positives. If not, I've got to look towards the future and the future plans, which could involve shipping all of my MCOC content over to Rich's realm in the future. I don't want to go down that route, but it may be something I have to do until I'm able to sort this situation out. But in any case, thank you very much everybody for supporting. I'll see you on the live streams on the respective channels and platforms that I'm on, and see you all very soon. Bye bye.